Hello, my friends.
Hello, folks and friends.
We've decided to do a little bit more intimate this time.
Yes.
Yeah. We wanted to be close to y'all.
And we wanted you to hear us better.
Yes, because we had some complaints last week that we couldn't be heard.
We did.
So we want to make sure that you hear everything, you missed nothing.
You're going to hear every little snicker.
Snickerdoodle?
Snicker.
Snicker. Oh.
Schnuckle.
Schnuckle.
Giggle.
Giggle. Hee hee. Ha ha.
Snort.
Well, there's a few of those every now and then.
There will be.
They slip up.
They do.
Yeah. Like other things that slip up. But yeah. You get what you see where I'm going with this.
You get it, guys. You get it.
Yeah.
So how was everyone's week?
Hope it was wonderful.
I could not wait to come and talk to everybody today.
Yes, we've had lots to talk about this week. We had lots of awesome feedback on Facebook, too, with some of the questions that we posed on Facebook.
We appreciate everybody's feedback and all of your comments. We do see them, trust me.
Oh, yes. We may not respond, but we kind of take all that info in. We love to hear it.
Just let it soak in.
Yeah, let it soak in.
Let it soak in, and this is how the process works.
Yeah, absolutely. It's part of our process.
It's part of the process.
I feel like we're in such an intimate setting that I'm like, I don't want to be loud. I want to whisper. But you know that's not going to last long.
But they can still hear us.
Yeah, it's still not going to last long.
No.
I have a big mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shall we get started, Stephanie?
Let's just
get right into it.
Started, guys. All right. So let's be random, like we usually are. Random.
We are pretty random. I'm not gonna lie.
Can you hear all that shuffling?
Shuffle, shuffle. Let's go with this one. Well, okay, here's a funny one, right? Non-relationship.
Oh, wait.
What?
I didn't check to make sure that we was actually
Oh, yes. We need to make sure that we're broadcasting check. Okay.
There we are.
There we be.
Now we have to share it. Share it, friends. Share the live.
It has us tagged in it.
Yay. It does have us tagged. Okay.
All right. All right, so leave that out.
We are good friends.
Beautiful.
Share the live.
Mute. Okay. All right. So, first question is a non-relationship question. This is like every now and then we just kind of have these funny questions we like to throw in here, right? So, imagine this. Let's play the scene. Let's play the scene.
Cap on.
Okay, you're driving down the highway maybe on your way to work to a job you hate, right?
Yeah.
Brinks trucks in front of you. We see those on the highway every now and then, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Truck overturns. Money everywhere. What's your move?
I'm pulling the fuck over.
Is this going to be a situation of let me see how much I can tuck down inside?
No, I'm just like, I'm going to pull up next to it and I'm going to just start doing this. Shoveling that shit in my car.
See, yeah, but you know what? See, I feel like I'd have to play it kind of like, oh my God, are you okay? Are you all right?
I'm not asking if anybody's okay.
Any help? That way when the police arrive, because they will inevitably, you can be like, yes, officer, I was just wanted to stay on scene to make sure everyone was okay. And then you go, oh, you're good here? Okay, thank you so much. Bye. And then get in your car and drive away. See? And then there's no like, ma'am, please return that money. And it's like, what money are you talking about? Yes, my breasts are naturally this lumpy. It's fine. Don't mind the lumps in my thighs. You know, it's a personal issue.
It's just natural.
It's natural.
It's natural. This is what a natural woman looks like.
Yeah.
Hello?
Do you have a problem with that? God.
Some of us are lumpy.
I want to know everyone's move. I want to know what you're doing.
Goodness, guys.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys, when you log on, you wave and say hi so we can see you.
They love our mics, my friend.
You like our mics? Oh, Sarah. Happy birthday, Sarah. I love you so much. My friend.
My friend.
My friend.
Yes.
Love my Sarah.
All right, my friend.
Okay, friend. Next question.
Next question. Let's see what we got. Okay. I want some honest thoughts on double penetration.
Oh.
Let's get into it. Like, get into the nitty gritty.
This early?
Listen, we're going big. Go big or go home. I want thoughts on double penetration. Yay, nay, good, bad, the ugly. I want it all. I want the thoughts. I want to hear. What are your thoughts on double penetration, Stephanie?
No.
No DP for you?
No.
Yeah, no, I'm going to say no. I feel like that would just be a very awkward... Here's the thing. I don't like anal anyway. So that's not my thing.
No.
Right? So...
That's an out only, not an inner. No.
Yeah, no.
No.
I'm gonna have to say definitely
And
that's
I'm
a
not
fucking
into
no.
all of that, having to worry about, like, the poop.
See, okay, that's
And
the
then
thing.
you
I
can't
have
even
hard
have,
time
like, the
understanding
vagina
how.
anymore, like, you're
Yeah,
just
no, there's no
done at that
ATM,
point.
no
No.
ATM, no ATP, none of that. So my thing is like I'll never understand. Okay, and call me vanilla, whatever. I
Call me
will
vanilla.
say I will never understand the hype over anal anyway, because of the fact that like I just feel like, okay, I don't know. I feel like I'm too much in my own head. I'm so concerned about like, oh my God, because I feel like I have to go to the bathroom. And I don't like that feeling. That's not sexy to me. That does not make me go, ooh. Like, no, that makes me go, ooh. Like, you know what I mean? That's a no.
Woo! That's one
Yeah.
of them, no.
So Will said anal is overhyped. I agree. I mean, it's something you see in pornos, and you see these girls going, "Oh my God, yes!" I don't know too many women, personally, I should say. I'm sure there are, but I don't know too many
any
women that
that's
are like,
yes,
yeah,
I can't wait to go
give
home and
it
get
to
the
me.
D in my ass.
Fuck that noise. No, I'm
No.
good. So back to double penetration. I'm gonna have to say a fuck no because I'm good on that. Like,
And for those of you that think yes, more power to you.
I mean, yeah.
Go you.
Hey, do your thing.
Okay?
Do your
Go
thing. I
you.
ain't mad at you.
Not mad.
I just don't want to participate.
No.
I'm
Go
good.
you. Good for you.
I'm good.
High five for that. Mm.
Yeah.
Air high five.
Yes. Yeah. No, I'm
Next.
good. Next.
Good. No. Mm-mm.
Okay. Good. No. Okay.
Good.
Let's pull a random.
Random.
Okay. Here's a fact.
Facts.
Research has shown
Yes.
that men know that they are falling in love after 3 dates.
I have heard this before. I don't know if I really want to call it bullshit. I can't. It's a
Well,
fact.
so here's the thing. If this
But-
is kind of like a known fact that men kind of know after 3 dates, what the fuck is up with the guys that are waiting 8 years going, still, I'm not sure.
I was just gonna say that it's because they don't really want to.
Well, yeah, just be
No,
honest,
not
man.
necessarily.
Just own it.
No, I don't know.
Will says facts.
know.
He says facts after
Real
3 dates.
facts, really?
After 3 dates, you know.
Let's talk about
But now
this.
on the other side of the coin, right?
Yeah.
Women don't generally know until like date like 14. But that doesn't
I
surprise me.
think longer.
Yeah, I mean, but that doesn't surprise me that it takes women that much longer because I feel like we tend to overthink,
I was just gonna say it's because
right?
of those walls.
We overanalyze, we overthink,
Absolutely.
just as
Absolutely.
people. Will says you just know because the vibe is different.
Will, have you been married before? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, well, I'm not even married. Have you
But
been in
I mean,
love?
like, well, I can understand the whole vibing different thing being the whole feeling situation because that's kind of how I am. We can
Right.
have a conversation, we can get along, but if we don't vibe well in
Yeah.
person, that's just not going to work.
Right.
But after like 3 or 4 dates that whether you not want to marry this person or
Well,
not?
we're not talking about marriage though. We're talking about love. You know that you're in love with somebody.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
That's right. I mean, we threw the marriage thing in there, but like,
So
you
forget
know
that question I asked you.
So no, so that you know that he said he's been married and separated, but you know,
Oh,
but
okay.
the question is more so you know that guys know that they're in love
love,
with somebody
okay.
that quickly. So
I can agree with that.
do you feel like the guy in your own personal history? Do you feel like the guy was always the first one to say I love you in relationships, or do you think it was kind of like a mixed bag?
I got to really think about this. Hold on.
She's like, let me think back.
Well, because I've been in long ass relationships, so we're talking like we're going back.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I will say,
Yeah,
I think for
yeah.
me, it's a mixed bag. It's
I
a
think
mixed bag.
one time I said it first.
I think it goes back and forth. I think there's certain times where it was like yes, certain times no. I mean, I would say in certain out of like my 5 really serious relationships in my adult life, I think 3 the guy said it first and 2 maybe I did. So I mean, it's kind of like a 50-50
I
for
was
me.
in 4 long-term relationships.
Yeah.
One I said it first.
Yeah, so okay. So I'd say right there. I think guys tend to say it first in more times than not. I think that's probably true. I think that's
Really? I wouldn't think that.
that guys say it first.
Yeah.
But you just said even in your own experience that it's
I
happened
know, but
with
now
you.
you're making me think about it.
Well, things that make you think, doll.
Things that
That's
make you
kind
go,
of
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
okay.
It's common sense, to each their own. Yep, no, you're right. Absolutely. To each his own.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right.
All right.
I think that question, well, not really question, it was like a research fact or whatever.
Was a fact.
I think, he's right, to each his own. I mean, everything's a little bit different. Becomes more careful with the word love.
Can you hold my mic, please, Plen? Thanks.
Drop the mic. So, do you like our little mics? They're kind of cute.
I like our mics. I think they're cute as hell.
We were told last week that we were hard to hear, so therefore, we wanted to make sure that y'all could hear us.
We got
What
assistance.
I mean? Yeah. We wanted to make sure that we were loud and clear for y'all. You know.
Absolutely.
Will said women tend to be more careful with the word love. Guys usually say it first because it's part of our game. Chris, we missed you. Where have you been?
Where have you been, Chris?
Oh, boy, it's about to be a night. It is about to be a night. Listen.
Chris, were you here last time?
He hasn't been here the last couple weeks.
I don't think you were here last
And if
time.
you were, you were silent, my friend.
Right.
Which is so unlike you.
Liven up, friend.
Okay. Stephanie, we're about to get real personal.
Oh, shit.
Like, real personal.
Oh, God. Uh-oh.
Let me ask this first.
Uh-oh. I'm scared.
You know what a bucket list is, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what a sexual bucket list is? I think it's
Yes.
pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Is there anything on your sexual bucket list that you have not tried? I told you we about to get personal, boo. Real personal.
Maybe.
Maybe. Would you like to share with the class?
How about you go first?
Um.
And let's hear from some of our friends.
Yeah. Sexual bucket list. Let's go.
Here we go. Ready? If you want my answer, I want your answer.
Okay.
Spill
All
it.
right. I would
Drop them
say.
comments.
Ooh, I don't know. I didn't really have one prepared for this, and I wrote the question. I think I was more thinking like, what's Steph gonna say?
Yeah, like you're
But-
trying to slip me up. Yeah, no.
I love you. I would say, let's see, sexual bucket list. Something on my sexual bucket. I don't know. I don't know that it would be anything crazy because I don't have anything like super, super wild. I mean, Mile High Club's on the list. Do you know, sorry, really off topic real quick though.
Oh.
Do you know that there's actually a place in Vegas, like a company in Vegas that will take you up in a plane just so that you can do that?
Shut
So
the
that you
fuck
can
up.
be part of the Mile High Club.
What are we not doing here?
I'm just saying, how amazing is that?
The things that people do to make money sometimes is just like
Listen, but tell me that's
so
not an ingenious idea.
sickening.
That's an ingenious idea.
That's my point though. Like it's so stupid.
Somebody thought about it and
Why
said,
didn't I think of that?
That's what I'm
We
saying.
could have been billionaires.
Bro,
Come
listen.
on. How many fucking
I think we have a
crazy-ass
lot of ideas that we don't
people
cash
be
in on.
Vegas and be like, oh my god,
I want to be part of the Mile High Club. I think everybody kind of secretly
Why
wants
did we
to
both
do
just
it.
do that in female voices? Because initially I was thinking dude, but female came out in my reenactment. I'm sorry, friends.
That's a terrible idea. No way.
Why is that a
Why is
terrible
that a terrible
idea?
idea? Listen, you let somebody check it off their bucket list, and because I feel like, I mean, maybe not everybody wants to do it. I'd like.
Listen,
to do
that's a pretty pricey. I would
You could charge like up the ass for that. No pun intended.
You're just flying
Like,
around wasting gas. That shit ain't cheap up there.
Right.
That's an expensive fuck.
Right. Everybody should be part of it.
If you loved me, prove it. Buy us a ticket to get into the
Fuck
Mile
me in the
High
air. All right, guys, we're waiting for your answer.
where's
I
your
want to
answers?
hear.
I
I want
wanna
to
hear
hear
your
something.
answers.
So, guys that just joined, I want to hear. Do you have something on your sexual bucket list that you have never done that you still want to do?
If you want
We
my
wanna hear.
answer, I want your answer.
Yeah. So Stephanie's not going to
I'm
give her
holding
answer
off.
till she has something else.
Yep.
It's too planned. Okay, so maybe it's. All right, it's not a terrible idea. No, and I guess it takes away a little bit of the excitement because it's planned, maybe. Because instead of like, oh my god, sneak off to the bathroom kind of thing. And yeah, I guess to an extent, but I still think it's kind of a dope idea.
Kind
though.
of
Like,
true, but I mean,
I'd still fucking do it. That's fine.
you're gonna tell me that your person has never walked up to you to be like, hey, let's have sex right here, right now. Like the kids are off at school and we have 20 minutes before we have
Well, that's
to go
just a
grocery
quickie.
shop. I mean, come on.
Come on.
Who cares if it's not planned?
The Mile High Club's about randomness. Okay, fair enough. I'll give it. No, I'll give you that.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, I guess. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So, guys, we're
Right.
still waiting for somebody to tell us something that's on their sexual
Nope, that's
bucket
okay.
list.
We're
Come
going to
on.
move on. We'll come
Oh,
back.
so Stephanie's not going to tell us. All right, so somebody give us that answer, and so we'll come back to that because Stephanie has promised that she will give an answer
I will give an answer
if
you
somebody
give us
else
yours.
does. Yes, I want 100 badass, sexy, hot women to run a train on me. Oh, Christopher.
Of course you do, Chris.
Yes. All right. Well, so there you go.
I'm going to answer after one answer. We're not going to make it more than one. I want to hear from
You didn't
everybody.
specify more than
Listen,
one.
I want to hear from the people. Chris is not the people. Chris doesn't speak for everybody.
Chris thinks he speaks for everybody.
No, he does not. Chris speaks for Chris.
Okay. So again, we're gonna come back to this. I'm not
We
letting.
will come back
I
to
am not
this.
letting this go.
I won't let it slip.
No, even if we have to
I'm
come back to
slipping.
it
I'm
at
wrong.
the end.
I can't get
Oh,
up.
Jesus. Okay. All right. Next question.
Next.
Have you ever,
Have you
y'all
ever?
too, been a guest star in another couple's bedroom?
No.
No,
No.
I have.
I was just going to say, I can tell just by the way you're looking at me that that's
I
a
have.
yes for you.
I
And that's
have.
fine. You do you, boo. But that is not my cup of tea. You know why? Because I don't play well in the sandbox and I don't like to share.
Yeah, but it's
No.
not your toy you're sharing.
I don't
Somebody's
care.
sharing their
It
toy
would
with
be
you.
At that moment, at that time, I'm not sharing my stuff. No.
Hey, I mean, yeah.
No. No.
Chris said he's the mayor and he speaks for everyone.
Chris.
Will
be
says
friends.
he has. Michael has. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Mom said, hell no.
Listen,
No. Okay, it's not your thing. Not your thing.
not my thing.
And that's fine.
I'm a greedy bitch. I'm going to tell you right now.
I will say I've 3 times? 3 times.
Oh, we're giving numbers. Okay.
Well, I don't care. I mean, I'm an open book, baby.
Oh, well, you know
Have
that.
we met?
Hello, I'm Stephanie.
I'm not shy.
Nice to meet you.
Not shy at all.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
Well,
so there's that.
There's that.
There's
Next.
I'd rather be a guest. Will said I'd rather be a guest. Well,
Well, yeah, if I had to choose, I'd rather be a guest. I wouldn't want it to be my person.
Mom, I want all the attention.
Right?
Than the one
Absolutely.
doing the inviting. Yeah, I don't know that I'd want to be the one doing the inviting either. Because then it's like, what guest shall I choose? But see, honestly, I will say,
Not my
2
cup of tea.
times, 2 of the times, it was not like a planned thing. It was just kind of like, hey, spur of the moment, it happened, whatever. Like, wasn't like planned by any means.
Next.
Next. Let's see what we got. All right, so we'll go back to a non-sexual question.
Non-sexual question.
Should your family, like your immediate family, come before your significant other?
Yes.
You know, your mic's down there. It's supposed to be up here, though. Just saying.
Yes.
Yes, your family should come before your significant other?
Yes.
Now, what if they're your spouse? What if you're married? Should your immediate family, minus your husband, obviously, come before your husband?
Yes.
I disagree.
My sister's my sister till my sister's dead.
No, I understand that, but I'm not saying you disown them.
I'm not.
But I'm
saying
just
that,
saying
but
at
if
the
I had
same
to choose
time.
between my sister and my husband, or my sister or my.
See, I feel like that's the family you chose to make, so therefore you owe a certain
don't
amount
know.
of a certain amount of like
I think
loyalty
it would have
to that.
depend on everybody. I think everybody's answer will depend on maybe their relationship with
Their family. Well, yeah, and obviously this situation.
but
I think
especially if you just singled it out to like my sisters and my mother and my grandmother,
immediate family. I'm talking like immediate.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
hands down, they're coming first all day.
Even if they're wrong?
If we're hanging off a cliff and I got one
Well-
of you on one arm and one on the other, I'm saving my sister.
Okay. But all right, so no, I'm saying like, okay, say we'll just throw out a scenario. So say the situation is there's an argument, you're basically put in the middle to choose sides. Are you going strictly on who's right, or are you going just because they're my family, I'm siding with them?
Whoever's right.
Okay. All right. Husband and wife come first and foremost. Chris, I will say I agree. I think I agree with that. I think
it
that's the
depends on the situation.
It does, but that's the family you chose to make versus the family you were born into. Not that they're not important.
Maybe I'll have a different answer if I get married. I'm not married.
Well, neither am I.
My relationships obviously haven't worked out well because I'm single. So,
bitch, you know what?
I'm choosing family all day.
There's something great about being single. I'm just saying.
I'm not
Don't
saying
fucking
that it's a
talk
negative
trash
thing,
talk
but
it.
I'm choosing family all day long.
Yeah.
Dudes come and go. I don't care if you're married or not. You can still have a divorce. And then what? You've chosen that man or that woman
But again, I think
over your
no,
family.
and so like other people
when
are
that
saying,
relationship is dwindled and gone, now your fucking family's gone too, and now you assed out. No,
right? But
I'm
now they're
choosing my
saying,
family
but like people
all
are
day.
saying, we're gonna go with based on who's right in the situation. So if my significant other is right, I'm taking their side.
Right.
I'm not gonna back down.
Okay, so let's go back to life or death. Life or death, family.
Life or death, I would say.
If it's an argument,
family.
it has to be like whoever is correct. I don't want to say politically correct.
No, God,
Whoever
no.
is like, is the grass green or purple? Green. I'm siding with the person that's correct.
No.
If husband's answering purple, we stupid.
Okay, I can't with you.
Just saying.
All right.
Next.
All right, so this is a question that we actually posed on our Facebook page. So a lot of people have already seen and heard it. But
Okay.
Would you block someone on social media if your significant other asked you to? Here's my thing. Okay, this is what my take on it. I'm going to say no, and here's why. Because if you have to ask me to block someone, there's a bigger problem in this relationship.
Facts.
Now, if it's because you don't trust me, then we have an issue right there. If it's because, whatever, there has to be a bigger problem. If you're just asking me because you're insecure and there's zero reason why you should feel that way,
Right.
in my eyes, I'm sorry, I'm going to fight this. And it's not because I need to be right or whatever. It's just a principle thing of, I am my own person. You are your own person. You're not going to tell me who I can and can't associate with. Now, mind you, I am a respectful person. I would not, be associating with random dudes if I'm in a relationship.
Right.
But if it's like a friend, somebody that's a friend, and like it's not like there's a history. My best friend's a guy. If a new man turned to me and said, "Oh, I want you to block him," never gonna fucking happen.
What if it was a different scenario? I know like everything that we say is like just based off of like a kind of a slim line, but there's always an exception to everything.
Of course
that
there
gets
is.
said
Of
into
course
every
there is.
scenario. So like let's just say for whatever reason somebody's being inappropriate.
Right.
The other person's asking you to block. You don't want to block because you're afraid of what else that may happen.
Wait a minute. Say
may
that
make it
again.
worse.
Wait a minute.
So somebody's like harassing you or something. I don't know, being like
See, now in that
overly,
situation,
like
overly friendly kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I think in that situation, but that would be my
think-
decision to block. I don't think somebody would have to ask me to. That's the thing. You should, if it gets to a point where someone has to ask you because this person is inappropriate.
Okay, so let's say that you're a little naive person and you're just like not that. You're just that meek, timid.
Well, then I don't know what to tell you.
I'm trying to like think about all scenarios.
Chris
guys,
says you
not
better
just always
block him.
I would block.
Like I said,
would
I
block.
think my thing is like if you're
I
asking me
have
to
no
block
problem
somebody,
with
there
that block
has to be
button.
a bigger problem here.
There does, but there would be an explanation behind it.
Yeah, there would need to be. It's not just I don't want you to be friends with this person. Well, why?
Well, no, it's not going to be just because you don't want me to be friends with somebody.
Well,
There's
that's what
gonna be a
I mean. Yeah,
legitimate
so I guess
answer.
again, it comes down to scenario.
Comes down to scenario.
Which I
Can't
feel like a
just
lot
be
of
a
this
straight-
stuff is. It comes
Yeah.
down to scenario. Like,
Absolutely.
and remember, guys, these are just opinions. Like, share your
There were
opinions.
a
Like,
lot of
they're not.
a lot of comments on the page
Yes.
on this one. I think there was like 90 something.
And there were,
comments
and
on
I
this.
will say that majority said no, they would not, and a lot of them did say like, if you're asking me to block somebody, then there's a bigger issue there, and I agree with that. I think that if you're asking me if you're telling me like, well, I don't want you to be friends on social media with this person, okay, why? I need to know why it is you're asking me this.
True.
Because if it's your own insecurities and there's zero reason for you to be insecure, then we have a bigger problem.
True.
You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at.
I agree. Okay, I agree. Okay.
Chris said you got dark and you're looking extra ethnic.
Bitch gets dark in the sun. It's been sunny.
He's been not the last couple of days. This
It's been
weekend,
sunny the past week or so.
Okay, yeah. This past weekend, Steph and I's last weekend, what did we do? We stayed in, curled up in blankets, and watched movies.
And ate foods.
And ate lots of foods, yeah. Clearly. Woo.
She says, "Whoo,
Woo.
there's a lot of eating."
Yeah. Okay. So you start dating somebody, and it gets serious. Should their credit score matter to you? Should it matter whether or not you continue to proceed with a relationship?
It matters to me.
I think to an extent it does.
But see, I wouldn't just push you off. I'd be like, "Are you interested in fixing this? Can I show
Or do you just
how
not
to fix
care?
this, or do you not care? Because if you don't care, then we need to not
Yeah.
be together. I care about that shit.
Right. Right.
It needs to be good."
Chris said, "No, you didn't. I drove by y'all in Providence." Okay, we did go out in Providence on Saturday night. Chris, you drove by and you didn't even say hi?
Wait.
Wow.
Wait.
Wow.
How did you drive by us in Prov and you didn't make yourself known? Let me find out.
Oh, Chris, you are in trouble.
You're in trouble. You are in so much trouble. The only way that this could be excused is if you was with some side chick and you was trying to be incognito.
Yeah,
Even then, still,
we're going to
that's
discuss
not
this later,
appropriate.
Christopher. But
No.
back to topic. So,
This should have always been a hello. Anyway,
does
moving on.
does your significant other credit score matter?
Yes.
I think. Well, here's the thing. I don't hold a ton of weight to it. Now, if we're going down the line of talking about getting married and moving forward in our lives, yeah, that's a huge issue because
so glad
it's
you just said
going to affect a lot of things.
I'm so glad you said that.
But I mean, obviously, when you're first dating, that's none of my fucking business. That's your business. But if we're getting serious and we're talking like marriage and buying a home and doing all these things,
Talking first date. What's your credit score?
listen, could you imagine?
It needs to be over 700 in order for us to be a match. Compatible. No.
No, but could you imagine though if that somebody actually asked you that on a first date? Like,
I
so
wouldn't
what's
be
your
mad.
favorite? What's your favorite color? I would be a little like, none of your fucking business.
Not on my first date. I would
No,
be
that's
mad.
what I'm saying. Like somebody's getting to know you and they're
First
like,
date, no, I'd be
what's
mad.
your favorite color? What's your favorite food?
What's your credit score?
I'd be like, steak, teal, none your fucking business.
None your fucking business.
Like,
None ya.
mind your biz.
Mind
Thank
it.
you.
I feel like I have to be so dainty with this. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know how to place
So
my fingers.
Brian said my credit score matters to me. No, I agree. It matters to me.
Matters to me,
I think,
yes, but I want to make sure that if there's something down the future that you
here's the
could
thing.
too.
I don't need to know your personal financial situation. I just need to know that it matters to you.
Oh, I don't need to know what's in the bank account.
Well, no, but I don't even need to know your credit score. And like I said, I feel like when you get to a certain
It's
point in your
really not something I've
relationship,
ever asked anybody. It's
no,
never ever come up to be
because
totally
that's like
honest,
asking somebody how much money do you make. Like that's that's just something. If somebody wants to talk about it, that's their business.
talk
But
about
I
it.
would never blatantly just come out and ask somebody. So how much money do you make? Like that's
I don't
just
want to know
ignorant.
how
I
much
feel
money
like.
you make, but I want to know if you make more than minimum wage.
How about this? I just want to know that you can take care of yourself.
Right. That's it.
I don't need to know how much you make. I don't need to know what you do with your money. I just need to know that I don't need to take care of you. You don't need to take care of me.
Facts.
We are okay on our own.
Facts. Done.
There you go. What if I had a shitty credit score, but I'm straight cash? Well, listen, that's all well and good. But again, like when you get to a certain point in your relationship and you're talking about like buying houses and stuff like that straight cash doesn't always mean as much
always
when
help.
the bank ain't gonna go, well, that's great that you have cash in the bank, but can you buy
your
this house
credit
cash?
Score, you have none.
Right?
have
You know
no
what I mean?
credit.
Like
you don't have a bad credit
we
score.
grown
you don't have
folks
a good
now.
one. It's just not there. It's non-existent.
Yeah.
It's nothing. How does that help you?
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
But if you have enough cash to be able to not ever have to worry about that situation and scenario, then I guess that doesn't really matter then at that point.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes null and void.
Null and void.
Null and void.
All right.
Okay. Next.
Okay, so here is a question for the guys, and I really want an answer.
She says I really want to answer.
No, I do, because we can't answer this, because this is a question for men.
Okay.
So, how many of you guys would prefer a blowjob over sex?
Oh.
Do you ever, like, are there times where you're just like, yeah, I just would rather that, I don't even want to have to go through the whole thing? Or is that like,
That's
oh my
a
God.
good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know, is there ever a time that you're just like,
no,
you know
no,
what, I
babe.
don't really want the sex. Just give me some head. I'm good. Because I feel like there's definitely been times where the guy's just like, yeah, I'm good with that. That's fine.
You
like,
know what I think?
Especially like when we were younger. Like,
I think what it might come down to now that we're older is they might just be tired, and that
because
could
we
be the
just
excuse and
tired,
reason.
folks.
I'd be like, I just don't feel like doing anything right now, so you just.
So Will says sex over blowjobs. Pussy is so much better feeling than the mouth. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. See, answers, people. I like this. I like this.
Yes,
I want
details.
answers.
Okay, that's a good one.
Let's see. I love blowjobs. It's the lazy man's cater to me sex.
See, that's just exactly what I said. How did I know that Chris would have been the one to say that?
Shocker. Yeah, no, I could see that. But, like, I feel like so I feel like a guy can get away with that. They can get away with, like, being like, yeah, like, I'm good with just that. And I feel like there's certain times that women are like, okay, I'll appease you. Like, I'll give you, whatever.
I'm not gonna lie, but if as a female, I would be okay with that once in a while.
Once in a while, just because I'm like, I'm tired, but here you go, like, whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like we could never get away with that.
No.
We could never get away with just being like, oh, honey, just go down and take care of that, and then I'm going to go to sleep.
Fly.
No, and it's not fucking fair. Because there are times where I'm like, just do that so I can go to sleep.
Good night.
Good night.
I have such a migraine. Can you
just lick me to sleep?
Can you just lick me better, please?
Please.
This ibuprofen is just not helping. It's not touching it at all. Please, God help me. Oh my God, I can't. That is fucking great.
All right, so Billy says, if you give really good head, you are your own worst enemy in a way. Okay. So I think I'm assuming what you mean by that is the fact that you're going to finish and you're not going to be able to have sex anyway. So we've just screwed ourselves out of sex. And I will say I agree because I feel like that happens a lot.
She says it happens a lot.
You're like, fuck, now I got to wait? Like, what the fuck?
And then she's sitting there like, how long
Can I get you
say it
some
takes
water?
you to reload? Do you need a Gatorade? How about some juice? No? What do you need?
Mm-hmm.
A carrot? A banana? What you need?
I would say banana over carrot. Where did carrot
I don't
come
know.
from?
A protein shake?
Protein shake's not bad. I'm gonna get you some Gatorade, and I'm
Body
gonna need you to stay awake.
We're gonna get
Maybe
you
we'll get you some coffee. Like, I've never busted from head, so it's really a waste of time for me. Really?
What?
That's interesting.
Really?
That is kind of interesting.
That is interesting.
Huh. Things that make you go, Interesting. Good to
But
know.
I'm wondering if it's the service that you've received.
But I'm saying,
or
but
if
he's
it's
now
because
this is a
you
grown
don't.
man, so I'm sorry. It's not just like
That
it's one
doesn't
person.
mean that he's had a fantastic one. He could have had shitty ones.
Okay,
Who knows?
maybe.
I don't know.
But
I
I'm
don't know
gonna.
his
Well, if
sex
that's
life.
the case, then
I don't know your sex life. Who knows?
no.
Have they been great? Have they been mind blowing? It can't be too mind blowing if you're not blowing.
Well,
your
no,
load.
but listen, that's not fair to say though.
Why?
Why? Because okay, have you had the best sex in the world and not actually come from sex?
I don't come from sex.
Thank you, but it doesn't mean it's bad sex, right?
Okay, you got me.
I know.
Okay, I saw what you did
Hence
there.
why I said.
I see what you did there.
Yes, you see what I did there.
Okay. Okay.
That's what
I
it
get
is.
it. Okay.
Yep, that's what it is.
All right. Okay.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Chris says, and you must have gotten some trash head. There's girls out here that are demons. They will suck your soul.
Suck it right out of you. Oh,
All right,
next.
move on. Okay, so this is kind of going back to a little bit what we talked about. Do you think that social media ruins relationships?
I think it can.
So here's the thing. I think it can too, but I don't think you can necessarily blame social media in general. It's still the actions of the person.
It is.
I think it makes
I
it
think
easier.
It encourages people to
Yes.
act inappropriately.
I think it makes it easier
Because
for people to cheat,
let's
to
be
talk to the wrong
honest.
people.
If you, okay, let's just use this as an example.
Mm-hmm.
I know that this is going to sound so cliche when I say this, but if there is let's say a married couple on Facebook,
Yep.
and let's say one of the two posts a beautiful picture of themselves,
Yep.
are you of the opposite sex going to boast and like say some crazy outlandish stuff, like with heart emojis and like all this other stuff on Facebook, knowing that if you walked by this person in public, that you would not say those things and act that.
Oh no, definitely gives people
extra.
courage. People definitely act different on
That's my-
social media, but
That's my
right,
point.
and that's
So
fine.
it
But
causes
it's
problems sometimes.
it can cause problems. But again, you're talking about the actual reactions of people, so you can't control. Okay, you could walk down the street past a fucking construction site and have 5 guys whistling and catcalling you, right?
No, I understand
No.
that.
But follow me though, like, right? So it's no. How is that different than you posting a picture and having people comment and make those same types of comments
I'm
online?
saying you as the person making the action, not the person posting the picture.
But I'm saying in the relationship itself, this person's in a relationship.
so that person catcalling at a construction site is doing the exact thing that I'm saying, like in person.
right.
People that do those things on social media, knowing damn well that they are not bold enough to do that shit in person,
I
is
understand.
what gets people in trouble and is what causes, I think, the problem.
I don't know. I just don't think you can blame social media itself. I think it's, like I said, it's still the actions of people. If people want to cheat, they're going to cheat. It's not Facebook's fault or Snapchat's fault. It's freaking you gave them an outlet to make it easier.
Now you're topping it to a specific topic of cheating.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, like okay, but I'm just putting that aspect. It gives you an easier out to cheat. It gives you the easier ability to do that.
I do,
but you
believe it
still
makes it
have
easier.
to be the person
It
doing
does make
that.
it easier.
You still
Because-
have to make a conscious choice to do it.
I think it does make it extremely easy. It does.
So I mean, at the end of the day, yes, I think it makes it more makes relationships more difficult, but I don't feel like it's the cause of.
I mean, I've never personally had any.
I've never
issues
really had
in any
issues
of my
either.
relationships due to social media.
I mean, I've had people complain that I was on it too much, but that's because they never had it, so it was not like something that they understood.
right.
But I'm also not somebody that's like with my phone 24/7 either. I
Sure.
like being in the moment with people.
I am in my phone a lot.
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a phone person.
I am too, but like I still am in the moment with my
I
people.
try
If you
to
enter,
be aware.
yeah,
of
if you
my usage.
if you entertain shit on social media, you'll entertain shit out of the world. Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. If you're willing to cheat with the help of social media, you are willing to do it regardless.
True.
Sorry, is that too close to you?
No, I don't think true. I'm lying. I think that a lot of people. What's the word I'm looking for?
I mean, people are bolder behind a keyboard,
Not
yeah.
bold. I want to say like bluff. A lot of people bluff with a lot of shit that they say on Facebook just to cause reactions out of other people. I've seen it.
Yeah, see, a strong
People
couple.
are wild on social media
Oh, no, I know.
sometimes.
A strong couple won't let social media affect them. I agree with that, Will.
True. No, I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree.
What do you, okay, so this is off topic, but what is your take on people who do couples Facebook pages?
I think it's corny as hell. Please stop.
Thank you.
It just makes people think that you have a problem with your relationship and that you need to be monitored.
Well,
You
it
are a
just,
grown-ass
to me, it's
adult.
like, okay, we share everything, even a password.
Stop it right
like,
now, Karen.
Karen.
Stop.
Karen and Kevin, stop. Get your separate shit.
Right now.
Stop it.
Do not make me report you and your page.
Okay.
I will. I'll do it.
All right, Steffi. You pick.
Me pick.
You pick.
My turn. La, 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 random. Phrases that people say that bother you.
Oh.
This one doesn't bother me, but it bothers a lot of people.
What's that?
The word, ready? Moist.
Moister than an oyster.
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't either.
But
I have known plenty of people
think
that
it's
do. And
hysterical.
honestly, I am that asshole that goes out of the way to be like, do you want a moist tenderloin for dinner? Because I'm an asshole.
did you try that cake? It was so moist. It's scrumptious. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Which one that irritates you? I think we posted this one.
We
on
did. We
Facebook.
posted
Did
this
we
one on
post this
Facebook too. And a lot of people had different ones. Like there was somebody that said like when someone walks up to a group of females and they're like, "Hey guys," but I can say I do that because
I
I
do
feel
that
like
all
I
the
do that.
time.
I'm like, "What's up, guys?" Like, because I'm not saying it as like dudes. I'm just
Right.
saying like people. Like, so I am guilty
I'm
of
gonna
that.
be more aware of that. I'm just gonna
Hello,
address everybody.
ladies.
No. I'm just gonna
What's up, my peeps?
Fox and Friends.
What's up, Fox and Friends?
Fox
What
and
in the
Friends.
fuck knuckles is this?
Because nobody there are foxes and everybody will be friends.
There you go.
So it'll be appropriate for everybody. No?
No, I agree.
I agree.
I don't know that I have anything that really. I honestly, you know what irritates? You know what grinds my gears?
You know what really grinds my gears?
Is just people that like. Okay, like if you don't pronounce things properly, that bothers me. Like.
But what if they just
When somebody
can't
says,
pronounce it?
"Hey, can I ask you a question?"
Oh, yeah,
oh
that
my
drives
god!
me nuts.
I'm like, well, I don't know how you would ask a question.
What makes it even worse is when people text in slang.
Yeah, to an
It
extent.
drives me insane.
So that's a whole other thing, like texting grammar. Okay, like don't get me wrong, like I do shorthand and stuff like that, but at the same time, like,
To a point.
see, I'm that person that like, because I type quick, and then if I send something and I go, oh, I misspelled it, the other person probably knows what I'm talking about, but I still will correct myself.
I do it too, and then I put the little
asterisk, like just so you know what I mean.
just so you know I'm not stupid.
I graduated.
I'm a little smart. Just a
a
little.
little bit.
I'm a little smart.
Pacific instead of specific. Thank
Right.
you. Oh my god. I need to ask something specific. No.
Can't.
No.
I can't.
Specific.
Can't.
Like I will give a pass to somebody who has a speech impediment, but beyond that,
Right,
if
no.
you do not, please
Totally
think about what
understand
you
that.
want to say, then say
And
it.
speak,
Please.
please.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Do you guys have any phrases that bother you?
Let's hear it.
I
What
wanna
are the
hear.
phrases that drive you insane?
I'm trying to remember back. We should have written these down as
I
far
know.
as what other people said bother them. Phrases or whatever. No, we don't need to do that. I want to stay on the comments. Yeah. All right. Well, let's go to the next one.
You guys just comment on
You let
them.
us know.
We'll bring them back.
Yeah.
Next. How long are you willing to be in a relationship before you will put your foot down about getting married?
So I feel like this varies, or varies for people, but it
does.
also varies based on your age. Right? So I mean, the reality.
Explain, Lucy.
So, okay, so when you're 21, you're not really necessarily hell-bent, what is this? Hell-bent
I feel
on,
dainty.
hell-bent on marriage necessarily at 21, but when you're 36, it's like, okay, shit, I get off the pot.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
I agree
Like,
with that.
but now that being said,
Well, what if you're 21 and you guys have been together since like all of high school and you've been together
But
for like 8 years already?
I still think 21 is really young. Not that, I mean, listen, I know people that have gotten married at 21 and they have wonderful relationships, and that's awesome. But I just feel
Congrats
like
to you.
just got
those-
engaged after 12 years. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Get it, girl.
Congratulations.
So, I mean, I do think it depends on the person. Now, yeah, if we've been together and we've done kind of like we've bought a house and we live together and all this other stuff, that's like, okay, well, what's the holdup here? I think at that point I'm going to
At
say
that
like,
point, if you're buying a house with somebody,
and there's
might
no,
as well just get married.
Well,
The
like-
paperwork's the same damn bullshit trying to get divorced as it is trying to get out of a house. Let's
true
be real.
story. True story.
Seriously, what the fuck is the point?
So
I hope
some,
I don't steer up in
oh,
these
so
petty
Jessica, real quick, going back,
issues
Jessica
tonight.
said she hates when people reply TY for thank you.
Yes.
Yes. I at the
Or
very
TBH,
least,
to be honest.
to be honest, like I will say, I always at the very least say thanks. I may not say thank you, but I'll at least say thanks. I never do TY. I just feel like it's kind of like putting K.
We'll
If
just
I
have
write
that
you a
people
god-
that put K instead of K.
Oh. Yeah, no, I can't. Like, you really couldn't take the time to write an O? You had to put just K?
To write an O.
I wasn't good enough for your time for you to put okay. Like, seriously? Especially if I just wrote you a paragraph and I get K.
K.
Oh, I'm like, bitch, we fighting. Like,
This
no.
shit irritates the shit out of me. Don't one word answer me or one letter.
Yeah, no.
I don't like it.
All right, so back to this.
It really grinds
my gears. So back to this other topic. Why get married? It's just a piece of paper. Okay, and a lot of people feel that way. Some people don't feel. We have friends of the family that have been together for 40 plus years, never married. They have multiple kids, grandkids, and it works for them. And that's awesome.
Great.
For some people, it's important to them. And there's nothing wrong with it.
This is for the people that want to get married.
Yeah, but I feel like
their end goal.
And I feel like too, it's like if you've been together for 8 years, the conversation has come up.
Oh, I'm absolutely sure.
You know what I'm saying?
And
maybe
then you're doing something wrong.
Well, no, I mean, what I'm saying, at the very least, the conversations come up as if it's something you want or don't want, and vice versa. So it's like,
true.
You know what I mean?
I think that's very important. That's something that should be talked about within the first few conversations. What are you looking for?
You know what? It's funny.
Your interests at?
I feel like
what are your intentions?
I feel like our conversations have changed, though. Again, it comes with age. I think when you're in your 20s, that's not a conversation you have right away. When you're later in your life and it's something you want,
True.
It's definitely more something of, hey, do you want to get married?
I think I've always asked that question. Like, do you ever see yourself getting married?
Yeah, and I'm not saying to me. I'm not saying right now. I'm just saying in general.
I wanted to marry you at the point. I just want to know: do you at some point ever see?
I just want to know that we're on the same page. Because if we're gonna move forward with this, there's no point. Like that's like saying, okay, so at this point in our lives, Steph, we've agreed that we don't want to have any more kids. If we meet somebody and they're like, I definitely want kids, well, that's kind of a deal breaker. Because I'm already at a point where I don't want any more kids. I'm done.
I'm done changing diapers. I'm all set.
Yeah, no.
No.
I'll be a grandmother before I'm a mother again.
I don't even want to have this conversation right now.
Okay.
I'm too young to be a grandmother.
Moving on.
No.
I've been with my girlfriend since high school in 53. Listen, awesome. You know what? Congratulations. And I think that's wonderful. And if that's what works for you, great. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. I think it's great. I think we're talking more so for people that have always said, I really want this. At what point do you have the conversation of okay, you both want it. It's now years later. At what point do you say okay, well, when's this going to happen?
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying you have to put pressure on every situation, but.
Right.
All right.
Next.
What do we got?
I got a good one.
It's a good one. Okay.
Are you ready for the
I am ready.
This one's kind of like a 3-parter. Because we thought about this one, and then when we were going over some of them, I kind of just spiraled a little bit.
Okay, spiraled.
Ready?
Ready.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
So we'll start with that.
Yes, one at a time.
I don't. I believe in lust at first sight.
I agree.
I don't believe in love at first sight. Because I don't believe you can love someone until you actually get to know who they are.
Facts.
I think you can lust after somebody initially.
Yes.
But I think there's a lot more to love.
And then can it turn into love, and then have you maybe be a little confused and think that was love at first sight? Maybe.
I think that's possible. Yeah, I think that you can go, oh my god, I knew I loved them from the second I met them. Well, no, you were lusting, and you may have really liked the person, you vibed, but you didn't know you were in love without getting to know them first.
Facts.
Because there's been plenty of times that I'm like, okay, you meet somebody and you're like, oh my god, they're amazing, they're great, and then down the line you go, they're not so great. Because you find out things, you get to know them, and you know who they are as a person, and then you go, yeah, I'm not really feeling them as much as I thought I was. Because again, It was lust in the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, second part to the question. Or how about, do you believe in love at first fuck?
Oh.
So.
Again, though, I think that comes down to lust. I don't know that you can, be, on the fence and then have sex with somebody and be like, okay, yep, I love them. No. I think it's damn, that was really good. Whew, I want to do that again. And yeah, I mean, it can grow from there, but I don't think you're I love them because the dick was that good.
It made you fall in love.
I fell in love.
Made you fall in love.
Yeah, no.
All right. Can great sex make you fall in love? That kind of is in the same thing.
Same kind of category. I think it can add to the appeal.
I haven't done that all night.
I know. No flick.
Guys.
The flick of the wrist. I think it can add to the appeal. But again, I don't think that constitutes love. Love and sex are two very different things.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Love is an emotional connection with somebody else.
It is.
And that person's emotional connection. And not to say that...
Can you have emotional sex with somebody that you don't love? I believe you can. I think
believe
you can
you-
have a strong vibed, connectional, sexual session
That's tough.
without being in love with that person.
I mean,
I think it absolutely can.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I'm on the fence with that one.
Really?
I don't know that you can have, I mean, you can have an emotional bond with somebody who that you're not, yeah, I guess so. I have, like, I mean, because, like, you can have an emotional bond with somebody and have, like, you know, friends with benefits, but sex does not equal love. Exactly.
Right.
So that's the thing. Like, I think you can have an emotional bond with somebody that you've slept with without it being love. Yeah, I guess so.
This is coming from the girl who said that she can have sex without...
Oh, I can have sex without emotion. That's not a problem.
How is that not kind of the same thing?
What do you mean? I'm not saying that it's always the case. I'm saying it's possible. I don't think it's possible for everybody.
True.
I don't. I think some people cannot differentiate, like,
Between
sex,
a good vibe
the
and,
physical,
like,
the physical act of sex, and that emotional connection. I think it's hard for people to differentiate from that.
I'll take that.
I for one have been able to have sex and not have that. I've been able to differentiate that, like, okay, this is just a physical act of, like, something we're doing,
Right.
not, yeah.
Okay. I'll take
So
that.
that's where I'm at with that.
I'll take that as an answer.
Yeah. All right. Was all the cards there, Steph? You got them
have
all over
them.
there. We already did this
have
one. We did this one. We did this one.
Ready?
Okay.
I feel like we've kind of touched on this topic before on another episode, but men, this is for you. How do you feel about being the little spoon?
Yeah, I think we did touch on this, but
we did.
I want to hear. I want to
wanna
hear.
hear.
We have some guys that have actually
Yes.
like, I'm back, bitches. Justin, we missed you.
How are you?
Oh, you missed so much.
Justin, how do you feel about being the little spoon?
Oh yeah. Okay, so now that you're back, bitch, we want to know. How do you feel about being the little spoon?
Tell us.
I want to know.
Is it something that you would ever allow
Does
a woman
it,
to
as
do
a
for you?
man, do you feel emasculated if you are the little spoon? Or is it a comforting thing? I'm curious to know. I want to know.
And this is not just direct.
No, not just to Justin. This is for
everybody.
all guys listening. I want to know, do you feel like it's an emasculating thing? Do you feel like it's a comforting thing? Are you welcome to it? Do you kind of unsure? I want to know.
I want to know.
Because, I mean, I know for me, I mean, I love being the little spoon. Because there is a comfort value
I love
to it.
being the little spoon. I don't think I'll ever be the little spoon.
Justin,
Even though I am big and tall.
Justin said only on a Sunday afternoon if it's raining outside.
I'll accept that.
With the right song playing on the radio.
I can totally see that.
That must be, that's
Okay.
got to be one of the best answers.
Yeah.
Nope, it's how you use it. Okay. So you have no problem with that. Yeah, I mean, I can see, I don't necessarily see it being an issue. I think certain times it's tough. Like, I
I think
tend
it depends on height-wise, too.
Well, that's what I was
That
just
makes
going to
a
say.
huge
It does,
difference.
because, like, now you're tall, but I'm not.
tall.
I'm only 5'6". So, and I tend to date guys who are much taller than me. So, if I have a guy that I'm dating and he's 6'3" and I'm 5'6", yeah, that feels a little weird to me, because I'm like, I'll just stay back here. Like,
I'm in the background.
I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't do it if you asked me to, but I'm not going to say that it would be the most
That's a
comfortable.
lot of area to cover.
That's a lot of man to like
a lot of
to
man.
spoon. I don't know that I could do that. My
I mean, I'm tall now, but
so Jessica said my husband makes me be the big spoon.
okay.
I could see that, Jess. I could.
Okay.
I see it.
There's nothing wrong with that
Yep.
at all. Men like to be cuddled and felt like
I want to be
secure.
held.
why not? I mean,
Nothing
there's
wrong with a
nothing
man
wrong with
wanting to be
that.
held.
Just wanted to know your opinions.
Yeah, no, I see nothing wrong with a man wanting to be held and being nurtured.
Chris, where you at? Will, where you at? Where's your answers?
I know, they just like up and left.
Right?
Okay, so here's a fact.
Facts. Okay.
Facts. Smaller breasts respond more to stimulation.
Really?
Yeah, another reason why these fucking balloons suck.
I fucking can't today.
Yeah, you know what? I believe that. I 100% believe that.
What makes you believe that?
Because mine are not super sensitive at all. And
Were they
maybe that's just...
before you had your child?
No.
No?
But I've always had large chest. So, since I was like...
Mine are super sensitive. Like, do not even try to fuck with me and be
And yours
an
aren't
asshole,
small, as I'm like looking down. But
I can't.
she said don't even
It's
touch
just too
them.
much. Don't
Just
touch
get away.
them.
I'm so sensitive, Jess. I can see that, Jess. Yeah, no, there's not a whole lot of sensitive. Not that there's no feeling. It's just if they're not super sensitive.
The only time that you could ever touch them is if we were actually physically having sex. That is the only time. Like, do not even try to like joke and like pinch or anything because I will die.
Oh no, that
die.
doesn't really affect me all that much. Not that I want people reaching out and just
No,
but you know what I'm
just
saying? Like,
no, I would die. I would probably fall like
You
right
would
to the floor.
die.
No, I would die.
you would die.
just die.
Time we got.
All right.
All right, what do we got for
What
time?
do we got for time? We got a few more minutes. We got a couple of more questions that we can do.
All right. Oh, we don't want to do that one.
Now we're cherry picking.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay, so this is a question we posed online, but I've reworded it because I had a lot of people say that it needed to be kind of adjusted in language. So, can a man cheat? And well, you know what? We'll do this both ways. Can someone, man or woman, cheat on their significant other, their girlfriend, their wife, their husband, their boyfriend, and still love them? Is it possible to cheat on your significant other?
Why does it have to just be directed towards a man?
Well, that's why I changed it. I said.
But a female, why can't a female cheat on his...
That's what I just said. If you listened, I changed it. Listen. Can
All right.
a person, man or woman, cheat on their significant other, whether it be a boyfriend or girlfriend or a husband or wife, whatever, and still technically love them? I think you can love somebody, but you're not in love with them. Because if you're in love
Right.
with them, that is a certain amount of respect that you just don't
I've
do
never
that.
cheated
Same.
on anyone, so I can't like really personally give my own personal preference on this one or whatever, but I think that just what you said, you can't actually be in love with someone if
No.
you're cheating on them.
No, because if you're in love with somebody, you have
How could
respect
you
for
put
them.
through that, exactly.
Exactly. You have a certain amount of respect of
That's
not
just
doing
the way
that.
I look at it.
Yeah.
You have to have respect.
And what I mean by that is I'm talking about like sneaking around, like cheating.
Right.
Like behind
Not
their
like
back.
something that you guys are all in on together.
Yeah,
to
no, that's
agreement.
different.
That's different. Sneaking, it's a secret. You're hiding.
Yeah.
Having whatever
Secret-
you're doing.
secret
phones and
rendezvous.
stuff.
If I'm in love with you, I have no interest in anyone else. Exactly. I agree. Nope, 100% agreed. Because that's the reality of it. If I am in love with you, I don't need to go elsewhere. I'm not saying that it's perfect, but I don't need to go elsewhere. If I love you, I have love for you, but I'm not necessarily in love with you, then I can see how people will wander. But I don't think if you're truly in love with somebody that you can do
why
that.
people would.
Yeah, I've never
can
done it.
understand sometimes to a point why people do, but at that point you should just man up, and I say that to females too,
Yeah,
and just
or
leave.
woman up. Yeah,
Or woman up and just fucking leave your relationship.
Be done.
If you're cheating.
be gone.
Be single.
Right.
Why not?
All right.
Have
We're,
freedom.
last question.
Last question. One more. And then what? This will go on.
These are good
I
one.
go on.
All right. Final question of the night.
Final question is.
Have you ever? And this is a question. This is a question for everybody, but like more so for the women. Have you ever had someone put you in a sexual position that just like blew your mind,
Blows your mind?
and you're like,
Yes.
wow. Yeah. Is this on?
Is this on? Yes.
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 Yeah, I'd have to agree.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's only happened once. And I was just kind of like, oh, that's different. Like, okay. I kind of like that.
What's it this?
Ooh,
This is new.
This is new. I
Where
like
Where
it.
you learned that?
I don't want to know where you learned
No,
it. Like, I just want to know, ooh, can we do that again?
Please.
Can we try that a few more times? Maybe a dozen or so.
I want to perfect that.
Mm-hmm.
That was nice.
Let me know what else you got up your sleeve, because that was good.
Let's hear it from the men.
Yeah.
When that has happened in your scenario where you've laid down a different position,
So,
how
Mom,
you felt about that.
Mom said, yes,
Expression.
yes, 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 yes.
I cannot.
I love your mother.
I do too.
Oh, Mom, I love that we can share these moments.
Oh my God. All right.
All right, folks.
Well, that is the end of our show.
It has been real.
It has been fun.
It has been real fucking fun. So join us next week. We
Same
hope
time,
you
same
enjoyed.
place.
This has been a great time. And
Yeah.
thanks, y'all, for joining us.
Make sure you watch the replay. Make sure you share with your friends. Make sure you hashtag replay so we know you've watched.
Yes.
We love you.
And then listen, not only let your friends know, but send us topics. We want to hear about it. Let us know.
Stuff.
Something happens in your everyday life and you go, oh, that'd be a good topic. Just shoot us a message. We want to hear it. Definitely.
Yes,
Absolutely. Mwah. Love y'all.
Bye. Out.
That was good. I like the whole intimate. I think it's so much better. I love that so Jess is my old boss. She goes, don't go. Oh, there she goes. She said, pound replay. Her and her husband Alex are so fucking cute. So the mics were a hit. Love the mics. Clearly they heard us better. I love it. We're evolving stuff.
I'm just trying.